He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Falcons under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, it's Smith. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and his officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Touchdown! Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Panthers ready to go here as they take the field on offense, led by a 3rd-round rookie out of Mississippi, Matt Corral.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Corral. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. But it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Corral. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Corral on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. The Panthers had 8-1 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Corral, another throw coming. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Geno on 1st down. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
16 yards to the 16 and a first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Gino now to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Corral with it on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw pulled in by Lamb. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Corral will throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Corral. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. That go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Smith. And he'll complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Second down and goal. Corral. And this is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
In motion left, the tight end. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Williams loses the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Smith, that's caught. It's Frank Darby. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, Jack.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith, he finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
touchdown Falcons! Juwan Jennings, 40 yards. And the Falcons are once again back in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. On 1st down, it's Corral. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Corral on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Corral. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on third down, Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On 2nd and 10. Corral. He's got his man. It's Gallup. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's Corral on 1st down. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Corral, another throw coming. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This taken in at the goal line.
So we've hit halftime,
past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
On second down, here's Corral. Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down. Here's Corral with it.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Corral looking to pass, second down.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going to do a bootleg. Here's Corral.
Steps away. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It'll notice things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Hubbard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Corral with it, first down here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Corral. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
On second down, here's Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Smith throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now Gino on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. but also it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft. And
he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now to bring him back to the backfield, I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Here's Corral. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Corral. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Hubbard. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. The first down throw here for Corral. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Arnold Ebiketie, his second sack of the night. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Corral. That is caught at the 7. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Atlanta regains possession of the football. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 5 yards remain on second down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game,
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. 57 seconds to go. Smith now to throw. Connecting with Bird. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple. Now Smith. Able to find Patterson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder set so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 62 yards. A fun, close